Good evening and welcome to Smash Cut, the long-form improv show in 2 acts using the tabletop role-playing game Fiasco. I am DMF Saint, and I will be your Sherpa this evening. You, the audience, will decide on various plot twists for us, and as always, I am joined by the Nat 20 Shenanigang.
Cursed Teapot likely to win Village Show.
For all the first-time viewers and listeners out there, let's go around the horn and introduce ourselves, starting with Ash and Rabbit.
Hi, I'm Ash. Go by Ash and Rabbit here on Twitch and Twitter. I can mostly be found here on all the things on Nat 20. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's really all I do. It's just all the cool things here. Sarah, over to you.
Hello. I'm Osarix Franco. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Osarix Franco. I stream just a whole bunch of TTRPG content, both here and over at TDK Roleplay. It's pretty great. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fresh.
And I am DMF Saint, variety streamer at twitch.tv/DMF Saint, founder of Nat20, and of course the host of Smash Cut. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at DMF Saint. You can find all of Nat20 across all socials at Nat20 Tabletop. We use a modified version of the first edition of the tabletop role-playing game Fiasco to facilitate telling our story. If you like the show and want to play yourselves, a revised edition was just released. You can pick it up at drivethrurpg.com, your local brick-and-mortar game store, or wherever fine role-playing games are sold. Now, without further ado, tonight's improv in 2 acts is News Channel 6 by Kevin Cobble, Tom Gerganis, and Chris Norwood. Times are tough at Action 6 News. We're last place in an already small market and losing ground all the time. It's not like much newsworthy stuff happens in this crappy little town anyway, and those bastards over at Action News 11 always seem to be one step ahead of us. With advertising revenue drying up and people turning more and more to that blasted internet, sometimes you've got to get a little creative in reporting the news. The Action 6 News team could be from any small city around the United States, filled with people who desperately seek notoriety, fame, or, just occasionally, a better world. Our show starts with the players.
Oh, hi.
Small brown dog.
Establishing the relationships with each other, the needs they're trying to fulfill, and the objects and locations that are important to us by using dice and lists from a playset. We've done all that during the pre-show, so now it's time for you to meet the characters. Starting with Sarah, who are you playing today?
Yes, hello. I am Vivian Bentley, here reporting live from where I am. I'm trying to make it big in the news markets, and with the help of my trusty assistant, Kimmy, I believe that I will be able to finally make it out of here. Over to you, Chuck.
Hi, I'm Chuck Tanner, longtime veteran of the Action 6 News team. Here to make sure that everything runs smoothly. It is my name on the broadcast after all. Trying to take young Vivian under my wing, teach her the ropes, but there's a couple problems that we definitely need to work out, and then there's Kimmy.
Hi. I'm Kimmy. I'm an intern and new PA here at Action 6 News. I'm a student at the University of South Dakota and just trying to survive in this hellish landscape.
That tracks. Now that you've met us, it's your turn. You, the viewers, will get to decide 2 plot twists for us to deal with during the intermission. If you have ideas, suggestions, or feedback for any of the cast during the show, make sure to tag the player in Twitch chat so they'll see it. We have randomly determined who goes first by whoever dyed their hair most recently. Clearly, it's not me, and I'm pretty sure it's not Ash. So, hey, Sarah, it's you. And we hope you enjoy Smash Cut, News Channel 6. Our first scene features Vivian, but actually it's all of us, but Vivian we'll say is the spotlight of this one. What do you have in mind?
So we are closing out our broadcast. We are on air with Chuck and Vivian signing off. Tune in tomorrow to find out if yellow waistcoats are really the latest big trend, like fashion designers say they might be.
Also tomorrow, we have a man that was suspected of using a private plane to draw a giant radar. Well, you can probably fill in the blanks on that one. We also need to make a retraction from earlier this evening on behalf of Action 6 News and all of the editors here. We'd like to sincerely apologize when Vivian said that the mayor of Vermilion, South Dakota was looking for sex workers. She actually meant that he was looking for 6 workers. We do apologize for the confusion. And that's going to wrap it up for us. I am Chuck Tanner.
And I'm Vivian Bentley.
And this is Action News 6.
And you're clear. Good run, guys. Good run, guys, as always. Really, really well done.
It really was quite something. Thank you.
Sex? Vivian,
well.
sex? Really? Sex?
Chuck, sometimes the ear monitor doesn't quite get the sounds, and Kimmy can sometimes mumble. So I just went with what was on my mind. Well, that's a little bit too much information there. Chuck, I'm just going to... And she'll get up and start shuffling her papers.
You know what? There's a solution for that, Vivian. It's called learning to read.
Chuck, when you look like this, you don't need to learn how to read.
Smash cut to Vivian as a child. Sitting in front of a book, just crying, her mother attempting to say, "This is B for boy." B. And then she would just run off.
So, what do we have? What do we have coming up later this week? Anything interesting?
Yes, well, we did have a tropical gym coming back on site. There seems to be... Kimmy has the details we could discuss further. Kimmy, could you come over here, please?
Yeah.
We have... Chuck here's just trying to understand what it is that we do here. Could you walk us through what to expect from Tropical Jim in his next segment?
Yeah. So,
Kimmy, I'm gonna need you to take a couple more steps back.
Oh, right. Yeah. I got you. Sorry. We should really get like a tape measure or something. I have a hard time with distance sometimes.
Kimmy. Tropical Jim.
Tropical Jim. Yes. So Tropical Jim, as you know, is an exotic animal purveyor. He will be back. His ratings were through the roof when he was first here. He will no longer be bringing Alfredo the alligator. Don't worry about that. That's okay. I checked with legal. That alligator is now in the hands of a different animal handler. But Jim hopes to bring a really beautiful toucan. The one with the big beak.
I do like those.
Yeah, the one that's on the cereal box. He's really cute.
Yes.
His name is Jerome. He's very well tamed. He also hopes to bring in a python. It's not super long. It's only 13 feet. A bit small for most snakes in the area as far as exotic pets go. It's I think a ball python. It's the pretty yellow and white one. Just think like a candy cane, but it's yellow instead.
You know what? Hang on, Kimmy, just for 1 second.
Yeah.
Peter, do we have a camera lens that can capture a 13-foot ball python? No, right? I don't think. Yeah, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to call. I'm gonna have to nix the python.
Chuck, this is the job. We're reporting the news. We need to entertain the people in between the stories.
You know what, Vivian? You know what? Here's Chuck pulls out a newspaper that he has under the desk and hands it to Vivian and says, "You know what? We do report the news. Why don't you just pick something from that front page and we'll report on it tomorrow?"
She just points her finger. She doesn't even read. She just points at it with confidence.
Buy one, get one free sale at Payless Shoes. Definitely we can report on that. That's not like a deal that's there every day.
Not
Well,
at all.
clearly
No,
it's
a great
newsworthy.
deal.
It's on a newspaper, Chuck.
Right. So, I'll have to reach out to Tropical Jim and tell him that Annabelle is no longer welcome. Um, I also wanted to let you know of an upcoming story that the 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 field team is hoping to get in. Um, there's a place called the WH Over Museum.
Oh, the
They've
Wavre Museum?
WHO, yes, the Wavre Museum. They just received a new shipment of minerals for display. And they wanted to throw a re grand opening celebration for the new stock of minerals. They wanted to um, 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 highlight calcite and acinilite and
Kimmy,
yeah.
I'm going to need you to really practice those words because I
Okay.
did just say that the mayor hired sex workers instead of
Six.
workers.
Instead
Mhm,
of six, right? Okay.
mhm.
I
So
will.
I'm gonna if you're gonna be reading me the notes, I'm really gonna
Yeah.
just need you to nail this one, you know?
Okay. Maybe I'll just pick a couple of the really easy ones.
Ooh, oh, I think this is a good plan.
Okay.
Like, gosh, granite,
Listen,
maybe.
I know that this is
No.
going to be a very hard endeavor for the two of you, but it definitely takes two to make it work together. I'm sure that whispering
Yeah.
in her ear would facilitate this happening a little faster with a little bit
Uh-huh.
more speed and lubrication.
Chuck, I don't really understand what you're getting at.
Yeah, I'm not
confused
surprised
here.
about that one, Vivian. So,
Okay.
calcite, toucan, and that's what we've got for this week. So, nothing interesting. That's what I'm hearing.
For now,
right.
there's more in development. For now, I'll reach back out soon.
All right.
Well, if you will excuse me, I have a very exclusive event to attend. Kimmy, I'm assuming that you will meet me there later with the items that I require. Chuck, will you be playing in the game this evening?
You know, I'll be there. I haven't decided whether I'll sit at a table. I have a seat. I've paid my, my admittance for the seat for charity. But yeah, I don't know if I'll play or not. Maybe I'll just give the money away. You know what? I have a better idea.
Hmm.
Why don't I sit next to you and I'll show you my hand and you can tell me what to do?
Goodbye, Chuck. She turns around and starts walking off a little bit too fast, and one of her ankles kind of like the high heel bends. She walks away.
Kimmy's just kind of standing there awkwardly, holding onto her clipboard, kind of like wrapped around in the cord. I should, I should probably go. I'll see you around, but not too close because I can't legally do that. And she just fucking takes off.
Chuck leans back in his chair, longing wistfully for when he was a news anchor in Chicago and shit like this never happened. End scene. Hey, for the next scene, I'd like Chuck and Kimmy to have a conversation.
Oh boy. Oh boy, would ya?
This is going to be in Chuck's office. It's going to be near the end of the same day.
Mm-hmm.
And Chuck has requested that you come and see him before you leave for the day.
Cool.
Also, what was the name of the museum, Sarah?
So it's a real museum. It's WH Over Museum. But Vivian can't read.
It's WH Over Museum, so you call
Correct.
it Hoover.
Wavre.
Wavre?
The Wavre Museum.
So good.
Hang on, I need to remember my IPA. Wavre. Got it. All right, cool. No way I'm going to remember that. Yeah. So Chuck is staring at his table, doing some paperwork. There's a bunch of newspapers on the desk and a stack of file folders. He does not have a computer. He is old school. In fact, there might even be like a pager somewhere on the desk that he still keeps for like sentimental value.
Hello, and Kimmy will stand at the door of the office, just kind of rapping on the door frame. Hi.
Yeah, Kimmy, come in. I put a chair in the corner for you to sit in, and I've measured it already. It's 6 feet.
It's 6. Okay, great, fantastic. Again, Chuck, I wanted to apologize and thank you for compromising on the minimum distance required for a restraining order. I know it's typically 100 yards, but since we do work in close proximity, and I am a trusted associate for Vivian, I appreciate you being able to compromise.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard to put on a show in a cramped studio without being a little close to each other. So I kind of didn't have a choice, did I, Kimmy?
No.
Great. Listen, you mentioned during our little tete-a-tete about Tropical Jim coming back.
Yep.
That he was planning on bringing, what was it, a 10-foot python?
13.
Okay, yeah, 13. Really fucking big is the TLDR of that one.
Yeah.
I'm learning. My cousin's trying to teach me some internet slang.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm curious. I know that there's a lot of producers that are trying to kind of make their name here in the studio. And I wonder if anyone has kind of looked into some of the statistics behind what exactly made the ratings for the last episode we had Tropical Jim on so high. Was it the exotic animals? I don't know. Was it Tropical Jim's sparkling personality? Not sure. Was it the fact that I got mauled live on air?
I mean, I want to say it's not that, because we couldn't have predicted that. We only briefly ran an introduction for Tropical Jim earlier in the day and the day prior. So I think people were just genuinely interested in the creatures. I will admit that the clip of you being essentially bulldozed by the alligator did go viral on YouTube and Vimeo for whatever reason. Vimeo's kind of dead, but it's still...
Yeah. My cousin showed it to me. The comments.
It was still really great angles, though. Like,
yeah.
The lighting was fantastic. So, I mean, hopefully the scarring is mostly healed at this point. But I mean, I think it was for the best. In a weird way, in a not confrontational. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
For the best?
For the studio.
So, I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Whose idea was it to bring Tropical Jim back? Was it yours, Kimmy?
I mean, in talks with the executives, they wanted to bring something lively to the studio, so they considered it, and they asked for my opinion since I was the contact for Jim. So I mean, partially.
I'm sorry, Kimmy. You're an intern.
Yeah.
The fuck are you doing talking to the execs?
It was an open call for content.
Smash cut. Kimmy's standing outside of the window where it's the executives have opened the door because it was just too hot in the conference room.
Yep.
And Kimmy's just standing outside, hunched over with a notepad and nervously looking around and peeking in and writing down. They want something. Okay, yeah. Fine. The alligator.
Alfredo.
So you just happen to join in on an executive conference call about content for Channel 6.
I kind of stumbled into it. Yeah. I know they meant to ask you and Vivian, since you're the ones that relay the messages to the general public, but um, I think Vivian was out and unavailable, and I think that was your salon appointment. So you weren't there for that specific meeting.
Yeah, Vivian was probably trying to read a cereal box at Kroger. Listen, here's the thing. I recognize that our ratings haven't been as good as they should be. And I recognize that for whatever reason, me sustaining injuries was something that people liked watching. And I'm well aware that bringing Tropical Jim back is going to be good for the channel. Here's the thing. He's already booked, right?
Yeah. He required a payment up front.
I just wish you would have talked to me first.
I know, Chuck. I'm really sorry.
Listen, I know there's a restraining order, right? I know that we have, my therapist calls it unresolved issues that we probably should work through.
Yeah.
But that's not who I am. So, the thing is, we're still putting a show on, and I need you to come to me with stuff like this.
Yeah, if you want, you could be my first point of contact for breaking stories.
Smash cut to the dressing room where Vivian is looking at Kimmy. I need to be very clear with you, Kimmy. You must never go to Chuck first with anything. Always come to me.
Of course, Vivian, yes.
So, I gotta ask. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Was the sex thing intentional?
I don't know what you mean.
Insight check. Out of character insight check. No, I'm kidding.
Roll,
right.
bitch.
Wait, hold up. I got a D20. Hang on.
Yeah, why not? Well, hang on. Let me counter roll that. Nope.
Damn, that's a 20 versus 3.
Nat 20. What's up?
Yeah, it totally was.
All right, listen, we got our beef and stay 6 feet apart, but you're doing good.
You are too. I will promise to keep bitey exotic animals away from the face. I know you say that's your moneymaker. I'm gonna go.
Thanks.
Nice chatting with you. I'll see you around. Okay, bye.
I don't know if that ended well or poorly for me, so I'll let you guys decide.
I mean,
Tropical Jim's coming on set.
Nope, that's poorly. Yep, fair enough. Hey, Kimmy, it's your scene.
all right. So I think this is going to be between Kimmy and Vivian down at that underground game. Kimmy is like rushing back through some like shifty business and down the basement to get to this this high stakes underground poker game. In which case she'll open the door as quietly as she can to peer in and see all of the local celebrities, including Vivian, and then including the dean of the university. There's the high school football coach who used to play pro but really only got recruited, and then he like tore his ACL, so he never got to play. But he's still pretty up there.
It's too real. Too real. Back up for a second. Too real.
Sorry. No. Oh God.
I didn't tear my ACL. It's too real. I know too many people.
Shit.
I'd also like to point out, now that I've interrupted, I'm sorry, but now that I've
No, good.
interrupted, somehow I accidentally established that this is for charity. So just remember that.
It's
Yeah.
very good.
Okay.
It's fantastic. There's decorations all throughout the room in kind of a gold and platinum theme. And Kimmy will scoot around all the tables until she gets to Vivian. Hi,
Who's just nodding and laughing. Yes. Yes, that is rather fascinating. Help.
Hi. Hey.
Hi. Oh, my assistant is here. I must attend to very important news items. Thank you very much.
Smash
Yep.
cut to many different instances around the news station where Vivian has just called Kimmy her assistant. Kimmy is not Vivian's assistant at all, but it's just kind of grown over time that Kimmy just reluctantly kind of conceded that, yeah, sure, I'll help you. It's not official whatsoever.
Smash cut to in the office at the station. Kimmy has new business cards that say Kimmy Goldie, intern / production assistant, and then she has written on every single one, private assistant to Vivian Bentley. Because she thinks it's real.
I love this. Oh, thank God you're here, Kimmy. I had used up all of the phrases that I had, and the dean still did not seem interested. We need to make sure that I sit at the most exclusive table possible. I need to be in every important picture that anyone in this town sees. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because that's how I'm going to get out of here. That's how I'm going to make it big, Kimmy.
Smash cut to Vivian's Instagram account where she uses filters, but none of them are the right one.
Or Vivian. I'm Kimmy. Where did you get that top?
Oh, this just at the local Ross down the road.
Oh, I could have sworn I had one just like it. But I seem to have misplaced it at the Christmas party, and it just was a little jarring to see it on you. I just think, as I was saying,
Yeah.
I need to be at the most important table. You need to help me get there.
Yes.
Trek will arrive at some point, he said, and no doubt ruin it and tell everyone in here that I don't know what I'm talking about. So we need to make sure that that happens sooner rather than later.
Right. Okay.
I need this to work for me, Kimmy. Kimmy?
Yes.
I need this to work for me.
And it will. I work on the school newspaper with the photographer that's here.
This is excellent news, Kimmy.
Yes. So I can tell him to stand in that back corner over there to get your best angle. And
Yes. My left side, yes.
yes. Maybe I can tell him that he can get some like on airtime as part of a new intern crew out at the schools or something. It doesn't have to be true. But
right. Yes.
something in exchange for that. So I'll make sure.
Yes, other people are a ladder, Kimmy. A ladder for you to climb up and over to reach your dreams. Never forget that.
With the ladder.
I'm sorry, but is there, that looks like, I'm sorry, that shirt is, it really just looks like mine. There's that stain from a lipstick that I had smudged. Just, nope. Everything's fine, Kimmy. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Sure. I brought your green tea smoothie.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
And the flashcards. I brought flashcards.
Well, let me see them.
Yeah.
Smash cut to Kimmy at home making flashcards where she's like printing pictures off the internet and cutting like them out and pasting them off the cards so she can hold them up. Like but they're all just like the printer was running out of toner, so like the ink doesn't look very good. They're kind of more like Rorschach tests than anything else.
So,
Okay.
yeah, they should be helpful for the game, and then also to just like remember who everyone is too. I know that's kind of hard sometimes.
Right.
I tried to make it like picturegram thing, so like Mr. Brown over there, it's the dean with the picture, and then there's just a little brown square, so you know
Right.
his last name is Brown.
Perfect. Yes, I should be able to. I remember most of the people in here. There is that bit about uh, the closing speech. You see, I didn't have time to memorize it, so we're going to need to do our best. I believe Tropical Jim is here. I haven't seen him yet. Have you seen? Have you seen him?
I saw him parking outside, so he should be here any minute.
Brilliant. I was going to plug that he was coming on the show since it was my idea to bring him back onto the show. I'm very excited to have that because I really think what with the ratings last time, obviously because I was there, I think that this might, if I can just get another clip like that, I might be able to finally break out of this market.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be great. I can assure you it's all gonna work out in your favor.
Brilliant.
I did bring the like I have my ear pods and they have little speakers in them. So if we sync one to your phone or I don't know, if you want to put one in your ear, I can just like call you from outside. I've
Oh
got
my-
the script on my phone.
Oh my gosh, like we were undercover reporters.
Yeah, exactly.
Kimmy, I love this idea. Oh my god, yes, yes. Pulling out her phone frantically.
Perfect. Here, I'll sync it up for you. I'll just make sure to.
Chuck is gonna look so stupid when he realizes that we are actual reporters. I have a communications degree. I would like everyone to be aware.
Yes, yes, very very good. I'm elated for you, Vivian. It's good to see you succeed as much as you have. You're gonna go places. I know it.
I am, Kimmy. I really am. Scene?
Sure.
Sure. I feel like that was good for Kimmy.
Sure. Yeah, why not?
Just ignoring all the rules left and right. Let's do it.
We're
Okay.
doing whatever we feel like.
I mean, it's Smash Cut, right?
It is Smash Cut. I feel like is it my it's my go, yeah?
It is your go. Last scene for you as the primary character in Act 1.
Yeah. So I think
I mean, you mentioned potentially doing like some breaking story.
Yep, I think it's gonna be probably still the poker game.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I believe Chuck has arrived, and I think, yep, Vivian is going to come like. She had left Kimmy to kind of attend to getting everything ready in the flashcards and everything, and she went to powder her nose and fix her hair so when she came back she would look nice enough for all of the pictures that she knows is going to be taken. And when she's in on her way to the bathroom, she overhears a low conversation between some Vermilion socialites discussing the museum, the HW over museum, and the shipment that's coming in. However, she believes that she thinks she overhears that maybe there's something else in the shipments, something that shouldn't be. And in her excitement, she rushes up, like listens to the conversation, sees Chuck across the room, and starts frantically waving him over, like, yeah, over. Chuck.
Vivian, I'm surprised to see you here.
I think I'm breaking a very big story right now in this.
You have a watch on?
No, it messes up and ruins all my lines. Why?
Fair enough. Here's mine. Do you know what time it is? Can you tell?
It looks like it is 7 something. I
Yep,
don't know.
exactly.
What is it?
It's PM. We're not at work anymore. This is relaxed time.
All right.
This is
Okay,
socialized
but
time. This is talk about the channel time with other people.
And I understand that you're content with remaining in this market since you couldn't hack it in the higher ones, but I still have ambitions and goals and drives, and I do believe that I just heard about an illegal shipment of something coming into the Huover Museum when they're doing their grand reopening.
The what?
The Huover Museum. Chuck. Kimmy was telling us about this earlier today.
Stella, could you come over here, please?
Yes, hello.
Hi. You're on the museum board, right?
It's so kind of you to remember. Yes, I am.
Yeah. What were you saying about the museum, Vivian?
I was saying I very much look forward to the grand reopening
Of the what?
of this fine institution.
Which is
the one that we all love and admire so much. And she puts her hands and kind of tries to turn on the charm. It's just a really fascinating, wonderful place full of lots of very interesting items that are important to people in this community. And it really is making a difference. Glaring daggers at Chuck.
We're so excited for your excitement within our project, and we do hope that you can get the word out about our re grand opening. We will be highlighting the muscovite and the anchorite that will be on display. It'll be new to our collection. It'll be right next to the amethyst and the aquamarine. So just let those mineral heads out there know that we love them, and we really appreciate their kindness and support.
Yes, we look forward to reporting on this very important story. And if you excuse me, I just have a few words to share with my co-anchor, Chuck Tanner.
fantastic. Yeah,
yes,
Stella.
of course.
Chuck goes in for like the New York air kiss while he's saying this. Stella, please tell Paul that I'll see him at the golf club next week.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. He's looking forward to it every Tuesday.
Yeah. Tell him I got my eye out too. I saw him cheat last time.
Oh, it's funny. All right. Have a good night.
All right, Vivian, breaking news.
I think they're smuggling in illicit drugs in with the new rocks, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Drugs in rocks.
Yes.
And where are you getting this information from, Vivian?
Well, I was walking through. I had to, fix up because unlike some of us, I have important speaking engagements at tonight's event for charity. And I was as I was passing, you remember there's of course the Austin Whitmore house, and there's the one grandson of that was who's still a member of this exclusive gathering, though I can't understand why, given the story that we reported back on a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, he was talking with someone, and I overheard just briefly, as I was not intending to snoop at all. It's not like I'm a reporter or anything. But I did happen to overhear them talking about an exchange that would be happening at the Huover Museum.
Where?
Check the Poivre Museum.
Oh, okay. I
Yes.
understand. Yeah.
Mhm.
So all you heard was that there was an exchange happening. You didn't hear it was drugs, though, did you?
Well, given who was in the conversation, I think it's fairly safe to assume that it is illicit material. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
out of character, I feel called out a little bit for the illiterate.
No,
Right.
no, I was trying to do illicit,
No, I get you.
but girl don't know.
And you're confident that this source is reliable?
Well, I mean, I'm the source. So, yes. Listen, if we break this story before Action News 11, we might actually make a difference in this community and also for my ratings. If we can have this story break and also Tropical Gym on our channel in the same week, Chuck, think of it.
I'm thinking. First of all, you're not the source. The person you heard is. Second of all, not so sold on the Tropical Gym thing yet, but I'm willing to consider it. And third of all, you seem to be really passionate about this idea. Do you really think you got a story, Vivian?
Smash cut to earlier when she was hiding behind a plant listening to them talk about whatever she thinks she heard and going, oh, this is a story, to now. I think we have quite the story.
Go. Run with it.
Great. I will definitely need Kimmy's help. And could you... I will need to be at the tables, because I have, again, a speaking engagement here. They did ask me specifically, instead of you, there was the letter where they said, please, 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 can we ask Vivian to speak at this event and not Chuck Tanner.
Smash cut. Chuck was asked first, and he declined and recommended Vivian.
Oh no, Vivian's an asshole. Because we really think that she has a phenomenal career ahead of her, and is doing really great work, not only for the studio. There was just a lot of really nice things that were said. Smash cut to, it's a note that Chuck had written back to them saying, you should have Vivian, all of these nice things.
Mm-hmm.
So will be engaged, but it seems that all of the information will be here at this very exclusive underground poker gathering. It's very, very espionage. Kimmy taught me that word.
Speaking of, Kimmy, I know you're right behind me.
It's still outside the 6 feet boundary there, Chuck.
Sure, if I turn around, it's going to be 6 feet? Kimmy, Vivian's going to need your help.
Go for it. Oh, okay.
And Chuck kind of looks at Vivian and nods a little bit in an approving, older, semi-like fatherly figure kind of nod, and then walks away to join a conversation across the room and socialize.
Perfect.
I feel like that was good for... Well, it depends. How not true is your story?
I would like to remind everyone that Vivian is in fact illiterate.
So good for you that you got the story, bad for you because it's not a story kind of thing?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Hell
yeah.
I don't know where to take this because I don't know what the story is, so I can't push that narrative forward.
Can't you though?
I mean,
can do your own independent investigation.
Who was the person you overheard?
It was the grandson of, let's see, let me pull up my tab. So there was the Austin Whittemore's house. He's a descendant with a reputation. We did report on that story a few months ago. Do you remember?
No.
There was the...
Sorry, this is out of character so that I can plan a
Yeah.
scene. I don't remember what we reported.
He's a bit of a hooliganry. We hadn't established the story details, but that might be something fun to do.
Yeah. So
A bit of a reprobate.
So yeah, let's do. Okay, so I'm gonna do an all play with all three of us.
Okay.
It is up to the two of you, whether it's Vivian and Kimmy, but I need one of you to be Austin. His name's Austin, right? Or is that the name of the house?
Yep, he is Austin Whitmore.
Okay, so I need one of you to be Austin.
I will be Austin.
Very good.
This is during the poker tournament at the table. Austin.
Yeah. You're that news guy, right?
Yeah. That's me. It's kind of hard to miss me, you know.
Right.
One of the better ratings newscasts in the South Dakota area.
Mm-hmm. You got a good hand?
I was just about to ask you if you were bluffing. I can't read you yet. You know what? I think you're full of shit, Austin. That's what I think. I'll raise.
All right. Seems like you think you've got it all figured out, Mr. Newsman, reporting on people's personal lives. I'll raise.
You're re-raising.
Yeah, man.
Chuck kind of looks around the table at the other people who have already folded and leans in. Does a little, like, stare right in the eye.
Can I help you?
How many chips you got down there, Austin?
Austin's eyes flick to where he does not have that many. Enough.
It's King, Queen, 10 on the board. You gotta... Did you pull that inside straight?
I don't know, Chuck. Did I pull that inside straight?
Chuck lifts his cards up, showing an ace and a jack. Yeah, you probably did. Take it down. Tosses his cards in and lets Austin win the pot.
He pulls it in. So about that story that you broke, is that co-anchor of yours? Is she all there?
I'm sorry, I don't follow your question.
Well, it's just, your wonderful channel seeming reporting the facts, kind of didn't really report the facts about what happened a couple months ago. My incident, as it's now known.
And what did we get wrong, Austin? Thanks.
Well, you see, the lady said that I was walking around town with drugs, but actually it's my two pugs, Charles and Jojo. And you see, it didn't make a whole lot of sense, and again, it was a fluff piece designed to ramp up, attendance for the estate, But I did have to explain to the board of trustees why I'm walking around with drugs just in broad daylight.
I mean,
What was the line again? What was it that she said exactly? I'm so angry I can't even say it. So I just want to know. Is she all there?
correct me if I'm wrong, Austin, but following that investigation, were you not contacted by the police and did you not get called in for questioning?
What of it?
I mean, we reported on the facts. We reported that you were called in for questioning on drug possession. We reported on the fact that you were walking around with the suspicion of drugs. I don't see where we failed to meet the editorial news standards of a well-respected news station.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's your bet, by the way, Austin. Stop stalling.
Call.
In my head, we're across the table and there's people between both of us. So there's several other people that would be deciding between this. Is she all there? Yeah, she's great. She's gonna be the next primetime news anchor in Vermilion, South Dakota.
Well, that's something, I guess. It'd be helpful if she could, report the facts the first time. Pugs. Charles and Jojo. They're adorable.
I'm sure they are. Can I help you? This table's reserved. Looking at whoever you are, Ash.
Oh, I understand it's reserved. I understand that they are sitting in my seat. And she'll just kind of point to someone who's just like, I think it's someone who was like a high school, oh my God, words, please God. The star quarterback, the high school football team, like 12 years ago.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit, is this Sable 6? Oh fuck, it's 8? Oh, my bad. My bad, man. I'm sorry. I'll get no, it's cool. It's your seat. Can I take my chips? They're your I don't. You know what? I'm just going to take my chips. Okay, it's good. Well, by all means, sit, join us.
Thank you, Chuck. Hello, Austin. It's nice to see you. Marnie. Marnie Traver.
Nice to
Action
see you,
News
Marnie.
11. Good to see you.
Yes, been looking forward to seeing you here. Now we're talking news, talking about reporting facts here with Mr. Chuck.
Yeah, not that you'd know anything about that, Marty.
Oh, we only report the facts, Chuck.
Okay.
Hey, Marnie, would you mind telling Chuck here how you reported my walk with my dogs? Oh, that's right, you didn't report it because it wasn't news. It wasn't newsworthy. And you super duper didn't accuse me of having illicit drugs.
Right. We thought it was on a community basis that didn't need to see the light of day. Instead, we're over here reporting on the experiments happening at the university, Tony Montana coming through town occasionally. You know, the big stories that need to see the light of day, that the community needs to absorb. I'm not saying you aren't important, Austin, but a stroll around the park and the things that you get up to in your free time, that's on your business.
You know what, Marnie? You bring up an interesting point. How is that pumpkin patch in Vermilion. You mentioned talking about news stories that matter. Is everything okay with the pumpkin patch? Where the pumpkin's stolen?
Crops go missing all the time with farmers all over the country. It could be bored teenagers. It could be rascally animals up to no good. Who knows?
Sure. I just find it odd that that's something your channel reported when we decided that crops of a pumpkin patch aren't really news.
Well, it's based in the local economy. Things need to be brought to the surface when foul play is suspected.
Foul play, raised, by the way. And speaking of foul play, Austin, do you have anything to do with a new exhibit coming into the museum?
Yes. Our family helped procure some of the items. Oftentimes, it makes sense for these local institutions to, work together to bring in new items. It's difficult on our own to necessarily bring in new intrigue. So it's common for us as part of the town council to help bring in these new items.
Everyone's ecstatic over the chorus site in the Albanite. Can't
I do think that the albanite will really make a large difference. We're actually getting some trilobites in as well. Not technically, rocks, but of a different nature. I'm very curious to see.
Fossils.
Yes. I'm very curious to see.
Do you know what? If you'll excuse me for a second, I'm just gonna step aside.
Yes. So yeah, we're pretty excited about the new exhibit. We're very excited to see the community interest in said exhibits. Might be a good boost for the economy. Should be good.
He seems way too interested in this. It's certainly something to be excited about within our lovely city of Vermilion. I don't know. Anytime I speak with Dear Chuck, it's always an unnecessary rivalry that just hurts the soul, As journalists, we're here to report on the facts and let people know what's happening in their community, but I don't understand it.
Well, it's probably because your ratings are better. This is
it might be. Who knows?
I think a little bit, who even watches? Who even watches News Channel 6? That's a bit of a joke.
Not me, certainly. No, not contributing to that rating system.
Have you seen the clip of him getting mauled by the alligator?
Oh my god. It's
pretty good.
Someone in the office turned it into a GIF, a GIF. I don't know the correct pronunciation on that one. I refuse to look it up. Someone did turn it into one of those looping videos, and they posted it in our group chat.
Right.
It's hilarious. Anytime I need just a bit of a levity in the day.
The abject terror is really what sold it for me.
Right?
Just the fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you can just bring me like 2 more, that'd be great.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
We were talking about your viral video, Chuck. Talking about how it's increased, interest in the local community. People wanting to, understand where the Vermilion, South Dakota is, that one place where that one guy totally got mauled by an alligator on live television.
Well,
you've done us a favor, Chuck.
Can't
thank you enough.
Listen, our ratings have doubled since that day. And we have Tropical Jim coming on again later this week.
Oh.
Do you really now?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Oh, isn't that just exciting?
If you excuse me, I seem to, seem to have a bit of an issue. I'll be right back. He'll get up and leave the table, like very suddenly, pulling out like a handkerchief out of his pocket and dabbing at his nose as he walks away.
So you're bringing the exotic animal handler back, are you?
Yes, we are.
That's wonderful.
My decision. I thought it would be a fun little addition to, showcase the fear that I once had. Clearly, we're going to be safer the next time. And, we actually have a contract with him where he's going to be a regular guest on our show, at least once every other week, I'd say.
Wow, that frequent.
Yeah. We're trying to really capitalize on the momentum we've gotten.
I see. Funny you should mention the exotic animals. We have a sister group coming to our news network sometime next week. It's Trainer Jane and all humane. It's going to be extremely exciting. We've got a panther coming into the studio. We have an anaconda named Annabelle coming in. Can't wait for that one. Apparently, she gives everyone kind of a giant hug. She seems to coil around you from head to toe. It's a really beautiful shot once you see it, but she's been trained not to suffocate, as her instincts tell her. She's there for the cuddles. Sweet dear Annabelle.
Smash cut to just after Chuck discovered that Tropical Jim was coming back and that they were thinking about bringing a 13-foot python onto the show. Him calling Tropical Jim and his partner, who is who did you just mention?
Jane.
Jane. Jane talking to Jim and Jane on a conference call. Yeah, listen. Actually, hang on. I have a phone right here. Yeah, here's the thing. So we're not going to do the python. That we're definitely going to 86 that. That's not going to happen. We definitely want you to be a regular guest. I think we should capitalize on the press that we've gotten. Yeah, no, I don't know what the YouTube is, but my cousin's been telling me that I've been blowing up there. So we'd really like to move forward with that. Here's the thing. If you could, what's your most dangerous animal? Panther? You just got it. So it's like it's barely trained. You really haven't gotten like deep into. Okay, so yeah, do me a favor. Could you contact Action News 11? And could you, I don't know, like offer to also do a show with them? Yeah, just have Jane do it. Yeah, that'll be yeah. I know you want to showcase the python. So just take it. Yeah. Yeah, just make sure the panther's part of it, okay? Yeah, and no muzzle. All right, cool. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, well, we'll see you later this week. Okay, bye. Sorry, it's a long smash cut. Where were we?
Yes, we're elated to have Jane on the show. We can't wait.
Yeah. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. It's sounds like a great show. Listen, did you happen to notice Austin with the thing?
Yes, that's something I wanted to talk to you about. With your breaking story about his illicit activity, it's actually something we've been investigating for a while because we seem to think that there's something nefarious there, and something runs a little bit deeper than just Austin. So, just letting you know not to step on any toes over here. We've got this one covered, okay?
So, I mean, most of the time, people in our business will say off the record when they want something off the record, but it kind of sounds like you just confirmed that our bullshit story, as Austin called it, might be true.
It's neither here nor there. I see it as a friendly challenge.
Challenge? What are the stakes?
Well, we would like for our rating shall either remain the same or continue to grow as they have nearly every day, in fact. But we at Action News 11 seem to think that, News Channel 6 can't quite meet or beat the ratings that they had with poor sweet Alfredo the alligator. If you can meet or beat those ratings with this Austin story, there might be some sort of a transfer in your future.
Are you offering me a job?
If you're capable, then potentially.
All right, understood. All in, by the way.
Oh, same.
And nobody's going to know how that hand turned out because scene.
Fantastic.
Hey, Kimmy, bring us home. Last scene of Act 1.
Cool.
Thanks for finding a conflict in a narrative.
Just kind of happened.
Appreciate it. Wasn't sure where it was.
We good. I think this is gonna be for the three of us. This is the last bit of the evening at the charity poker tournament. And it is Vivian's speech. So the winners have already secured their pots, and the losers are a bit sore in their losses.
I'm a gracious 4th place. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Wonderful. The only gracious one there, everyone else is really butthurt or extremely proud of themselves for whatever reason. The guy in 8th place is like ecstatic.
Yeah, he is.
It's the former jock. Oh my god, I sat down at the table, man, and I did it.
Top 10 and there's 9 players.
Yeah. I got to the final table, you know what I mean? Sure, I came in next to last at the final table, but the final table, man.
I beat out the mayor, man. Yeah, I think this is mostly going to be on Vivian. Kimmy is going to be helping out with reading the speech via Bluetooth. And then just throwing Chuck in there for reactions and
Oh yeah, I'll be in the crowd.
Else. Perfect.
Thank you, everyone, for coming and participating in this evening's event for charity. You're doing great. You got it. We are here this evening to raise funds for
For the
Mr.
children's
Smith's.
Nope.
For the children's.
Yep. Museum of Natural History.
Yep. A truly fine museum that we have in our community. Thanks to your efforts, the children will now be able to go to the museum and see things there as a part of our town's history.
They'll see mammoths.
They'll see mammoths, and her eyes are tracking tracking Austin across the floor as she's talking. Mammoths and drug dealers, and
Rug aficionados and rhinoceros. Yes, you got it.
Rhinoceroses. Yes. And thanks to the efforts made here tonight, we will be able to continue to bring in new exhibits and thus help build up the community. And her face is just red as she realizes that she's completely lost all thread and she's embarrassed and wants to give up.
I have to ask, are there any exhibits that are planned for the museum coming up? I'd like to know where my money is going to. I don't think I speak for everybody, but I'm sure I speak for someone else.
Well, yes, there was a new exhibit on the Spirit Mound, and Lewis and Clark's exploration of said mound. Um, just really spending a lot of time there with their um, travel assistants. Uh, it,
Remind them that it's built into the music museum.
it
Yeah.
it is built into the music museum, so you can get different, uh, experiences. It really the full Vermilion experience. If you are able to check out, the Spirit Mound, the Music Museum, and the Forever Museum, which is also having a new exhibit, which is very exciting, bringing in some new minerals, and other items. And she'll look
Like
at Chuck again, just trying to like get her head like nodding to follow
topaz.
the source.
There will be topaz,
There'll be topaz and
cobaltite,
cobaltite and
and sillimanite.
sillimanite, uh, and uh, just a lot of very interesting items for the community to help us bring together, uh, around what it really means to live in Vermilion. Uh, so thank you for your generosity this evening. Please can feel free to uh, can the snacks, and I'm Vivian Bentley, and uh, good night. And she'll get down as every like three people.
Kimmy is applauding raucously in the corner. Woo! Yeah, Vivian! Yeah, it's awesome! You did it! She's like yelling this, but it's also like in the Bluetooth for Vivian.
Oh God, Kimmy, Kimmy, stop! Wait,
Sorry.
Vivian, that speech was great.
thank you. I do think it could have gone a little bit better. I did see the dean spit up half of his drink at one point, so I believe that's either very good or very bad.
Yeah, that's probably on the bad side of things. Probably not great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Well, listen, Chuck, I couldn't help but notice that you did, in fact, sit down with our source. Were you able to get any additional information about our big story that we're trying to break?
As a matter of fact, I did. I did. Um, Seems like you're not the first person who has keyed into this story.
What do you mean? There was no one else hiding behind the plant. It was just me.
It seems like Action News 11 already had a lead on this particular scoop that they've been working for a little while now.
Smash cut to Marnie of Action News 11 precariously placing herself so that she knew Vivian would come into earshot, and talking into her phone, mentioning all of this, mostly just talking about the minerals, but throwing in some big words in there that would obviously confuse her. Totally making up this story.
I mean, if you think you can outscoop somebody who has a scoop, you can pursue it.
Well, isn't it just a matter of us breaking it first?
Well, sure. What do you plan on doing to flesh the story out?
Well, if we can, if we can find, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember how they would do it. Smash cut to Vivian watching just copious amounts of Scooby Doo. as a child.
Oh my god.
She liked the pictures.
Oh my god.
Well, we really just need a piece of evidence, right? We just need to be able to tie the perpetrators back to the illegal activity. Um, did I say that? Did I pronounce that right, Kimmy? That the new one. Okay.
Yeah, you
Um,
got it.
Are you
Great.
talking to Kimmy right now? Where's Kimmy?
Well, she's back there. She was helping me, and she moves her hair to show the little AirPod.
I was
so,
wondering
yes.
how you said all those words correctly. I don't know. I thought there was a
Well,
miracle. Yeah.
Well, I definitely didn't read them, if that's what you're getting at. But listen, I think this can be really big, and I think we need to just go for it, you know? So what if we just did a stakeout?
Outside of Austin's home, place of
Well,
business, or
Well, I mean, eventually his home. You see, Tropical Joe is actually throwing an after event at his home. Uh, we could just, either infiltrate the party or happen to or stake it out, whatever we prefer. I think we're going to need to get to Austin's personal belongings to procure evidence.
Sure.
My understanding is that, based on the conversation that I overheard, that he did have some of the items on him.
I wouldn't be. Based on my evening, I wouldn't be surprised.
What does that mean?
It means that I think the story that you brought to the news desk and that you pitched to our executive producer, and our executive producer, for some odd reason, decided to run with. I think that there might have been more merit to it than I had initially thought, and that I gave you credit for. And I think that there is potentially something a little suspect about Austin and his personal habits, shall we say.
Okay. Well, I mean, he was walking two dogs, and I don't think that walking two dogs is necessarily odd. So I'm not really sure what you're getting on about. Lots of people walk dogs. I'm really more of a bird person myself. I like that you can teach them words, but Chuck, I'm very confused. What are you saying?
The player is very confused now.
Maybe it's an idiot. You're gonna have to just spell it out.
In the player's mind,
Uh-huh.
Austin was walking pugs,
Yep.
and the report was drugs.
Correct.
And now
And
Vivian is saying that she reported on pugs, not drugs.
Mm-hmm. Vivian's an idiot.
Yep, nope, got that. Just trying to, yep.
And a bit of an asshole.
Consider this the internal monologue of Chuck as he's considering how to respond. You know that he's an addict, right? He's a rich little spoiled boy that got a little bit of a nose candy habit.
Well, yes.
Smash cut to Austin walking away from the poker table saying, "Oh, excuse me," to go and powder his nose. And you can see him get into the bathroom and take out like an Allegra tablet. He's just allergic to his dogs.
I saw him, having a little bit of a nosebleed at the table, which is a pretty good indication of cocaine use.
How do you know that? Did you report on a similar story?
Yes.
Smash cut.
Yep.
Yep.
If
Walked
you
right
weren't
into
going
that
to,
one.
I was going to.
Smash cut to him just watching, like, I don't know, Scarface or Narcos, like just a whole bunch, and being like, yeah, I could break this story. Be right in there, right in the action. Hmm.
I just think there's some merit to your story.
Well, yes, I'm okay. So do we have a plan? Kimmy's already getting snacks. Kimmy, remember, I don't like the strawberry Twizzlers. I want the pull and peel ones. Do you
Oh,
understand?
Yep, got it. Yep.
Great. So are you in?
Why not?
Great.
Vivian,
Yes, yes, Kimmy?
the eagle is leaving the building. I repeat, the eagle is leaving the building.
The code word that we had agreed on, Kimmy has just said it, so I think we should get a move on.
It's your show. I am along for the ride.
Lead anchor?
I will let you break this story.
Yeah, you will. And she's gonna stride more confidently off through the crowd.
Even though that was Ash's scene, I feel like I'm going to end it for her.
Yeah, we good. That's great.
Good.
I don't know how that ended for Kimmy, but okay.
She did get. Well, it depends what kind of Twizzlers did she fucking get.
The pole peel one.
Hell yeah, it ended
Jesus.
good. It ended good.
All right. So, hey, chat, it's your turn. We're going to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break. It's probably going to be closer to 10 to 15, where we're going to get hydrated. We're going to go stand, stretch, get a drink, and all that stuff. During the break, there will be a number of options on the screen that you can vote on that we will have to incorporate in the second act. You can vote for up to 10 different options. Voting for the same option more than once will not count. If you are a subscriber to the channel, your vote will count for 3 votes. So if you're thinking about subscribing, now's the time. And then we will incorporate the top 2 voted on options in our Act 2 as we come back with News Channel 6 Smash Cut for this month. Hang tight. We'll be back shortly, and we'll see you soon. Okay, bye! Hello, I brought us back and I didn't mean to. What's up?
Oh, hey.
Hi,
What's
all.
up? It's happening.
Hey, the two tilts that you guys voted on are number one, someone panics. And number two, somebody is not so innocent. Act 2, sorry for the sudden thing. I meant to like put it into studio mode and click on it so that I could just type it in, but nope, we're live again.
All good. All good. Hi, fam.
Here we go.
Hey,
Sarah, you brought us into Act 1. Would you like to bring us into Act 2?
I would like to bring us into Act 2. We have driven to the home of Tropical Jim. We are parked, all three of us, in a car outside. Kimmy is, in fact, sitting in the very back, not in a seat, due to the 6 feet rule.
Fair, true.
We've pulled up. There seems to be, people have left the underground poker ring and have come to this larger home for conceivably the after party. Vivian has removed her blazer and is getting into party mode. She looks across the seats over at Chuck. So I've never actually done one of these before. How does it work?
Are you thinking stakeout? Are you thinking infiltration? What are you thinking? Chuck is happy and lubricated at this point.
Well, I feel like Kimmy brought snacks, so we could do the stakeout. But again, I think if we're trying to get evidence, we need to catch someone in a lie, or perhaps there's a great reveal in front of everyone.
Absolutely. Lead on, and Chuck starts to get out of the car.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, all right. Kimmy, let me open that up for you so I can let you out. Vivian comes around, actually opens the hatchback of her vehicle to let Kimmy out.
Okay. Yep. Thank you. Super cool. That was more comfortable than I thought it would be.
Kimmy?
6 feet? Yep. I got you.
Kimmy, what are the two of you, anyway?
What do you mean?
Well,
What do you...
I mean, you keep calling her your assistant, and you keep playing into it, but you know that you're not, right? You know that's not a thing.
What do you mean it's not a thing?
Well, like,
It's on her business cards.
Right.
but
Smash cut to Vivian saying, "You really should put this on your business cards."
it's not official. Like, her paycheck isn't as an assistant. Her paycheck is an intern.
Right. But I mean, is not the intern, or is it not their responsibility to help the talent and the reporters with their investigations and duties?
That's what I learned in my journalism class. Yes, that is correct. I got an A in that class, so I would know.
Well,
See, she got an A in the class, Chuck. I don't understand what the
listen, things have clearly moved on since my day, so I'm along for the ride, as they say. Kimmy, as long as you keep a distance, I'm happy to follow either of you for whatever you'd like to do. You want to catch somebody red-handed? We need to be where they are to be caught red-handed. So,
right. Yes. This all checks out and makes sense. But Chuck, I'm surprised you don't seem as excited as I thought you would be about, real news.
I've reported a lot of real news in my day, and I don't know. Part of me's been thinking about retiring for a while now. So I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, really.
Retiring?
Yeah.
How old are you, Chuck?
Late 30s? Prime age for a news anchor, let me tell you.
Oh, well, I guess that makes sense.
I mean, Mr.
Shouldn't it
Robenstein,
be about
in my
retirement? Oh, go ahead, Kimmy.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say something about my professor and how a lot of news anchors tend to continue on until maybe their 50s or 60s, depending on how well received they are. So, is this a personal choice, sir?
Let's go with yes, Kimmy. It's very astute of you. You are. It is. It is. It's hard to. It's hard to throw one past you, isn't it?
I mean, I was a top-rated catcher in softball in high school, so yeah, I can catch them.
You played softball?
I did.
I played softball.
Did.
Yeah,
I didn't know
did.
that. Why have you never told me that? That's
Well, it's just
cool.
it's one of those things that's not really relevant to the job, and if I'm gonna give you a accurate experience of what it's like to work in news, I just thought. But that's wonderful. Perhaps we can, join. Do you in the co-ed league?
You know, I've always wanted to join it, but I haven't really had the time with working in the station and going to school and stuff. But I've been thinking about it, and I know I've seen the sign-ups in the break room. So, um, are you in that league? Is that something you're into?
Well, yes. I mean, I'm. I've often, thrown the first pitch across, the proverbial field. Uh, I am, a rather important figure in the community.
That's really fascinating. I'll have to get some pointers from you sometime.
Yes. Oh, look right there. Yes, look. Chuck. It looks like Austin's pulling up right now.
Right. So, what are you hoping to catch him with?
Oh, well, they said something about. Oh, I can't remember what it was, but it kind of sounded like, like drug words.
Kimmy, you had the earpiece on the whole time, right? To give Vivian some assistance with her speech.
I mean, yeah, it could have been an active ingredient in some sort of illicit drugs. It could have been, I don't know. It sounded pretty official.
Right. So we have no idea what we're exactly looking for. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
we do know, Chuck. We do know what we're looking for. We're looking for drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Smash cut back to Vivian's like college days where she was like standing out someone's dorm room and was like, but how do we get weed?
Well, listen, I don't have any experience with the drugs, as you call them.
Smash cut to Chuck parked outside like a college campus with his car, just like casually waiting for someone to pull up and like, hey man, what's up? Like it's just a very chill drug deal.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he gets the weed and like, oh, what strain is this? Oh, that's that new stuff. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know anything about this drug culture as you called it on your expose of Austin before. So as I say, I'm along for the ride. We need to catch him in the act. So if we're going in, I think are we doing this clandestinely? Are we being surreptitious? Are we?
Do we invite ourselves in for the late night drink I don't know. Does someone go and ring the door and say like, "Hey bud, can I come inside and hang out for a minute?"
Sounds like a great idea. Chuck starts walking towards the door.
Oh boy. Okay. Well,
Okay, all right. And Vivian follows behind. I did mention it was a party, so I don't know.
should be good.
Mhm.
Ding dong. Ring the doorbell. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong.
the door opens to just a random person with a red Solo cup.
Hi.
Man.
Hi, we're here for the party. We brought party favors for you, didn't we, Kimmy?
Right. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
This is amazing. You're that guy. You're that guy from the video, right? Holy shit. Jim is gonna flip when he finds out you're here. This is gonna be great. He pulls the door open and just leaves with the door open so you can walk in.
Ladies?
Thank
Okay.
you. You go ahead. 6 feet rule and all that. Yep. I will get the door.
Listen, for tonight, let's ignore the 6 feet rule.
Are you sure there's no like hidden cameras?
Kimmy, will you just go inside, please?
Yep. Yep. She runs inside.
Chuck closes the door
Vivian
behind him.
confidently walks in, trying in her mind's eye, trying to like picture what it would look like if there was like a camera like filming her entrance, like where she would want to hit the angles of the shot.
Chuck kind of steps in, looks around, sees a lounge of some sort, like a den, with a couple chairs that people are hanging out with their red Solo cups, and there's a table that has some alcohol on it and decanters, and he just makes his way over to the alcohol.
Great. I think Vivian's gonna look and nod, and she's gonna seek out. She's gonna try and find her evidence. Try to listen in on the hot goss around the party. See what she can hear. These, charity event goers and the illicit activities in which they are up to. Kimmy.
Yeah.
Kimmy, I need you to find Austin. I don't think he'll be interested in seeing me, considering I was the first to break the news, albeit unintendedly on his less than legal activities. So I'm going to need you to go and talk to him. And Kimmy, listen to me.
Yep.
This is important. This is the news. And what do we do for the news?
We report the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. And what would we do for the news?
Whatever it takes.
Yes. Great job. I'm very proud of you. Yes. So go find him.
Great.
I will try to find I don't know, another lead. Surely if he's here, then the gears in Vivian's stupid mind are spinning. Maybe we can find, a supplier or something here.
Ooh, very official. Yes.
Yes, I did watch a lot of CSI.
Oh, that's a really good show. Have you watched like
really good
the
show.
most recent season? It's really intriguing.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is the storyline very good?
It is.
Oh, here, 1 second. Let me just get that. You've got a little hair just right there. Can I just get that? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Oh, yep. Gonna go. And she blushes. She's gonna go.
Chuck, for the record, Chuck is currently sitting on an armchair with a glass of scotch and a pug on his lap that he is canoodling with.
Very good. It's JoJo.
Of course, it's JoJo.
JoJo's a sweetie. And I think that's gonna be. I think that's scene for me, man. Like we're in the party, we're doing the thing.
Cool.
All right, hey, let's pick up where that left off. Chuck is in the chair, playing with JoJo, petting, loving, because pugs are adorable.
They are.
And Austin walks in. And
He does. He walks in, and has a small, like, bag in his hand.
Austin, fantastic party.
Oh well, thank you. We do like to, celebrate big events, and the venue did close at 10:30, as it was a historical site. So, just move the party on over here, as it were.
Absolutely stellar Scotch selection. How did you manage to get the single cask Macallan 21?
Family friend. When you're with these old historical types, they've got stuff that have been around for a while. You just kind of develop connections. I'm surprised that you were able to point that out, though. I didn't really suspect that of you for some reason.
I mean, listen, I enjoy a nice glass of scotch. I will tell you though, I did pass on the Macallan and I went straight for the Pappy because haven't had a nice glass of Pappy in a very long time. It's insane. It is insane, the collection that you have. It really is. You should be impressed. It's yours, correct? It's not your family's or your father's?
No, it is mine. I mean, it's a passion, an interest. But again, I've found myself very fortunate to be amongst a group of people who also appreciate the finer things.
It's interesting. I mean, I love a good glass of scotch like the next man, or woman for that matter. But I don't know. It's I always feel like there's got to be more to a party. Like there's got to be a little something extra to make it to really kick it into the next gear. Make it really an interesting party, interesting time to hang out.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I completely agree. There needs to be a draw, something to bring the people in, get them feeling good and hanging out, want to kind of stick around.
Yeah. I mean, it's your party. I assume you have plans in that regard.
And he just shoots a glance down at the bag that he has. Yeah, actually, I do. Just need to find my supplier for the party. But yes, there will be some entertainment tonight, and I think you, Chuck, you might find it highly interesting, intriguing even.
How so?
Well, I just have a hunch.
Fair enough, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever you have in store for me. It's
well, it's for everyone, but sure. I again did not know you would be here. How did you get in? Not really, not important. Have a good time, man. You help yourself. Bathrooms, first door on the right.
Fair enough.
Great. And he'll, with the paper bag in his hand.
Is that Chuck Tanner?
Yes.
Is that Gator Boy?
Prefer Gator Man, but yeah.
Alright, dude, hell yeah. Is that Gator Man?
Absolutely. I can sign an autograph if you'd like.
Hell yeah, can I get a pic of you for the Insta, my dude?
Absolutely. It's funny. I still have the scars from where they stitched my arm up.
No way.
Absolutely. You can get it in the shot.
Shit. Oh my god, yes, please.
Yeah, it's right there.
Can you sign my arm in the shape of the scar on your arm? That would be super cool.
Anything for the fans.
Hell yeah.
As that's happening, you watch Austin drift over to who you know to be Tropical Jim and nod and take the bag and kind of look around and hand the bag over to Tropical Jim and a solid pat on the shoulder.
It's. Do you want me to retweet this or repost this at all, or are you good to just use my name?
No, man, I got it. I've got those 2,500 followers. We good.
2,500. Yeah. Okay.
One of them's Matthew McConaughey.
Hashtag two. Somebody stole Matthew McConaughey's name on Instagram, and it's actually a fan account that only posts once every like 5 months.
Yeah.
That tracks. That tracks.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, listen. If you need me to sign anything besides your arm, it's not really something you can sell or anything or keep as a keepsake. It's gonna wash off when you take a shit. It's fine. Listen. Enjoy the party. Have a good time. I need to find my partner. Have you seen Vivian Bentley anywhere?
Oh yeah, the cool lady. Yeah, she's back there with her sweet slick blazer. Blazer? I've had too much to drink. Her sweet blazer, dude. She's kind of, back towards the kitchen. Just make a left through the hall. She's right back over there.
Sure. I think you need this more than I do. And he hands the scotch over to whoever is taking pictures of him, whose name we haven't established yet.
Nope.
It's not important.
Yeah.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
And Chuck heads back to meet up with Vivian. Vivian, if I can have a moment.
Yes. Yes.
I think I might be wrong. I might also be tipsy, but I don't think I'm wrong.
Okay.
But I'm probably tipsy. I think the person you're looking for your big moment might be Tropical Jim.
Are you serious?
I saw some things.
You saw some things?
Yeah. I would listen, if you happen to see them at the party, I would recommend following them maybe and see what happens. There was a nod, there was a shoulder pat, there was a handshake, there was a brown paper bag of some sorts. There's a really excellent scotch collection. Where was I?
Chuck?
Yeah.
You were saying that there was an exchange of some kind?
Yeah. There was an exchange between Tropical Jim and what's his?
I mean, that would make sense, right? I think, Tropical Jim, he seems to be well put together, but where does he get his animals? We haven't really sourced that out. Maybe there's some sort of dark undercurrent underlying all the I don't know. But yes, okay, great. But did you see what was in the bag, or was it just a bag?
Well, it was just a bag.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, we know that Austin is
Okay, yes. Okay. You know what, Chuck? I don't think you're wrong, but you are definitely a little bit tipsy. Do you want me to help you to find a seat?
Yes, please.
She'll help him over to a chair and set him down. Don't worry, Chuck. I've got this one.
I mean, I feel like that ended badly for me.
Yeah.
But there's no more bad dice, so everything's going to go well from now on.
Hey.
Yay.
Nice.
Hey, Kimmy, can you try and make sense of the narrative we're trying to tell?
Sure.
Cool.
I got you.
Cool.
So, Kimmy is gonna go and find Vivian at this point. Kimmy's been scouting out around the house, like dipping between people, going upstairs, looking in like medicine cabinets, and she hasn't come up with anything yet. But she did notice that there was a bedroom upstairs where the door was shut, locked, and there seemed to be some really strange noises behind it. So she's gone down in search of Vivian to attempt to suss out what the fuck is going on. She needs her help.
Okay.
Hey.
Yes. I just talked to Chuck. He think he saw it in an exchange, a deal.
Oh.
Yeah. Deal. Well, there was a bag and and a shoulder pat and a
Ooh.
nod, and
Pretty official.
yeah, I think it had all the hallmarks.
Okay. There might be some sort of a deal going on upstairs. Excuse me, there is a like a bedroom or something where the door's locked. Some
Mhm.
really funky noises happening in there, and I kind of wanted to see what that was about, but I didn't want to do it alone because I'm scared.
You know what? You know what, Kimmy? I'm really glad that you came and got me because this is very important. Um, we can, yeah, let's go take a look. What do you mean funky sounds?
I don't know, like animalistic, kind of. Like
Okay,
I don't understand. I'm confused.
okay. Yeah, I guess let's go take a look. Yeah, where is it? Down the.
It's upstairs, like around the corner and to the right.
Okay, yep. And Vivian will very casually try to like move towards the stairs, and you know, casually like just go upstairs, following the instructions, looking back at Kimmy like this one.
Yeah, yeah, that one. All the other doors are open, and like no one's up here. I think everyone's just downstairs. Um,
Okay. Vivian will move over to the door and she listens. I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything, Kimmy. Are you sure it was this door?
it sounds like a sad animal or something. I don't know. I think I think it is.
Oh,
Look,
Annabelle.
No.
okay. Sorry, ooh, lost it there for a sec. Annabelle? Annabelle?
A python?
Was that the python or was that gator?
I think it's the python. Alfredo was the gator.
What? Okay,
Hey,
so they
listen,
have the animal.
you hold her where she is, and I'll do the rest, okay?
Did you hear that? He said. Did you hear that? Yeah. He said OD. He said OD. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Vivian's gonna like try the door just like carefully as possible to like and like finding that it's locked. Be like, oh, we need to get inside, Kimmy. How do we get inside?
I mean, there's like a trellis outside that I think leads to that window, so maybe we can like go scope it out from there. There's a balcony and stuff. I don't know. We gotta see what the hell's happening in there.
Okay. Yes. Okay. There's a window. All right. Oh, I cannot climb a trellis.
luck if you just shove your fist inside.
Ah, I'm uncomfortable. You broke Sarah. How dare you?
I have achieved my goal for the night.
I wasn't ready. Ha! Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
I'll lead us downstairs. I think there was a way to cut through the garden to get
Okay.
back there.
Okay. Yes. Great. Or okay. Yep. All right. And Vivian will follow. Once they get to the trellis, she'll eye it and. Oh, I am not climbing those in these shoes.
I mean, those are those Louboutins? Those are really nice.
I mean, they're not technically Louis Vuittons, but they make. I feel like they're Louis Vuittons, and isn't that really what matters? But listen,
Smash cut to a sale, a buy one get one free sale at Payless, where Vivian found a shoe that kind of looks like Louboutins and painted the sole bright red.
Yep,
Perfect.
100%. But I'm definitely not scuffing them because that would be devastating for so many reasons. But can we? Can you climb up? I can give you a boost or
Yeah.
moral support of some kind. We just really need to get. Oh, if you can get a picture, that would be great. If we can get a picture of yes.
Pull, goddammit, pull harder.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so I put okay. Yep. Are you ready?
Yep.
Just boost. Oh, you have very nice calves.
Thank
She
you.
climbs up.
You have really soft hands. And Kimmy will climb up the trellis, trying to make as little noise as possible, which is really hard to do because it's one of those shitty trellises from like Home Depot where they're only like just barely nailed together.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she's like holding on for dear life, grabbing onto like the siding of the house on her way up there. But she'll climb over the balcony and just kind of huddle there and peep through the window and grab her phone out of her pocket and just start recording. And there's not much of a way to see what's happening there. It's a fairly dark room, but she just hits record and just sits there for a hot second.
Inside the room, you see
Have a phone,
Tropical
maybe.
Jim, like shoulder deep with his hand down the throat of Annabelle the ball python, and is like tugging as Austin has the other end of the snake, and they're like in a tug-of-war match. That's it. That's what you see.
Oh my god.
Smash cut to
Thank
when
you.
Austin originally walked in the door and he looked around. Where's Charles?
Oh no.
Wait a minute, player. Who's Charles? I'm confused.
Austin had 2 pugs.
Oh, that's right. JoJo and Charles.
Oh,
Okay, got it.
fuck. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, so this is gross. Vivian.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Are you okay?
Yes. No. No. Hang on. She'll stop recording and shove her phone in her pocket. Kind of just retch a little bit and then start climbing back down the trellis. They're doing something weird to the snake.
What do you mean?
Like, so there was Tropical Jim and there was Austin and there was like this big bulge inside the snake and Tropical Jim had his whole arm down his
Oh my god, Kimmy! And she grabs her by the shoulder. Kimmy! They're
Yeah.
smuggling the drugs in the animals.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Kimmy, they're smuggling.
God.
We thought it was the rocks. It's not. It's the animals.
It's the animals. Holy shit. This is huge. We
We need
gotta
to
get back to the station.
We gotta get Chuck and we gotta go right now.
Yep.
We've got everything that we need.
We do. All the proof.
All the proof that we need.
I think I got some audio on there too. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Oh my gosh, Kimmy, you're doing such an incredible job. I'm so proud of you. But hurry, we've got to move quick. I can't believe that we've actually are gonna crack this case. This is incredible.
This is amazing. This is, man. This is gonna crack Vermilion right in two.
Yes, we will never recover.
Yeah.
The economy itself.
The economy.
Parties Tropical Jim does in a year.
So many.
So many.
Oh my god.
There's gonna be a lot of disappointed 8-year-olds.
I think so.
But we have to. But again, we have to report the truth.
We do. The truth needs to be known. Chuck, where are you?
Running inside to get Chuck.
Would you like to find Chuck, or is this scene? I can't tell.
I think we'll say that. Yeah, we find Chuck. Like, don't even explain anything. We just grab him by his shirt collar and say,
Okay.
"We gotta go," and run back out to the car. and just say to the station, and that's probably where we'll end it.
Okay. On our way to the station.
Mm-hmm. Have we transitioned scenes?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's your mm-hmm.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I want us to start. Oh God.
There are things that Saint wants this to go, or direction Saint wants this to go. But it's your scene, Vivian.
Vivian is. We're in the car. We're nearly to the station. Okay. Here's the plan, everyone. Here's the plan.
Yes.
We break this in the morning, top of the hour, right at the beginning of the show.
Yes.
This is our headline story.
Now, I have to ask, are you sure you don't want to cut into tonight's broadcast?
Well, I mean, we can. We can.
It's your story. It's however you want to handle it. We can wait till tomorrow.
Well, did we
fine.
see Marnie at the party? Was Marnie there? Because if she was there, then we would need to break it tonight. It's possible she could get it out from under us.
I don't. The last I remember seeing Marnie, she was flirting with Tropical Jim at the poker night thing.
Oh.
Does that mean she's in on it?
In on what?
Oh, they're smuggling drugs inside of the exotic animals.
Yeah. Here, take a look at this. And Kimmy will hold up the video. I know it's really gross, but you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it all the way through to understand the context.
No, I don't. No, oh God, what is he do? Why is it? Oh God, no. To put that away. Just no.
Okay, sorry.
So we need to figure out what to do. So yes, I think we. You're right. This can't wait. We need to report this now.
It's your story. We can report it whenever you want. If you want to wait till tomorrow,
No,
I'm fine
now.
with that. Oh.
No, we're reporting it now, Chuck. And she kind of very horribly drives into the parking lot, parks perpendicular across too many spots, and is bailing out of the car with purpose, striding towards the studio.
Kimmy, are you okay with this?
I mean, yeah, I think so.
All right.
Hey, Benefit, if this is really not great with Tropical Jim, then we don't have to have him come into the studio again.
Silver lining.
Yeah.
The bright side. I like it. Okay.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. Listen, Kimmy, I'm gonna need you to talk to Nightside and tell them that we're gonna break in with breaking news.
Yeah.
I'd like you to not. This is super important, Kimmy. Do not talk to the president about this at all. We're just gonna do it. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna go into Studio A.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna tell Studio B that we're gonna cut in. And then I will anchor it. However, I will pass it over to Vivian so that she can break the news. And then we'll go back to, I think, what is our channel show at this time of night? I think it's Everybody Loves Raymond. Yeah, we'll just go right back to that.
Okay. That seems like a good transition. This is a good plan.
All right. Well, I'm going to need to get into my suit. So if you don't mind, I'm going to go take my tuxedo off. And Chuck, because fuck it, it's Smash Cut, drops his pants and starts walking in with them around his ankles.
Gotta save time. Kimmy is not fazed by this at all. She sees it every day.
Vivian is just looking like confidently like, oh, they're taking too much time. Like, I need to fix my hair. Like, running into the studio with the intent of interrupting their regularly scheduled programming.
Vivian, we've got you set up in Studio A. Just running. Yeah, I'm seeing. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Wait, did you say scene? Did you finish that scene?
Yeah, man, we're headed in.
Great.
We're gonna interrupt the broadcast.
Cool, Vivian, it's your scene.
No, that was my scene. It's your scene.
No, that was no. Was that your scene?
Yeah,
it was my scene.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, we've all managed to talk to Nightside, and they've agreed to let us break into their broadcast. We have gotten our stuff together. We are sitting at the table. And Vivian and Chuck are about to go live. Hey, Vivian.
Yes, Chuck.
So I know that this is your first big break, your first big story, right?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Are you nervous at all?
I don't... Yes?
Cool. Because you're half dressed. So it kind of seems like you might be nervous.
Oh, you're right. Kimmy, where's my blazer? Kimmy.
I've got it. I've got it right here. And Kimmy is running straight towards Vivian with the blazer out in hand.
All right. Hey, that's
Thank
better.
You,
That's better. Listen, do you have a plan? Do you have this written out? Do you have a story prepared to read to the audience? It's your big break, Vivian. This is your moment to shine.
Hey, Chuck. You know, I can't read.
I've got you.
True. So do you have a plan for this? Like, is Kimmy talking in your ear right now? Is there a script behind the scenes?
Yes, and she pushes her hair back where the AirPod is still is.
Understood. Okay. So here's the thing. I'll bring us in, and I'll toss it to you, and it's your Vivian. It's your moment to shine. You got this?
Yeah, I've got this.
All right.
Let's report some news.
Kimmy, we're ready whenever you are.
All right. Studio cutting from B to A in 10. You guys got another couple seconds here?
Chuck, thanks for believing in me.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, welcome. We're coming to you live from Vermilion, South Dakota with Action 6 News with a breaking news report. I am Chuck Tanner. I'm here with Vivian Bentley. We apologize for interrupting your regularly scheduled programming. I promise you that Everybody Loves Raymond is still on and will be. It's been on for a long time, and the episodes are the same as they were on Tuesday, Wednesday, and last Friday. Breaking now to Vivian Bentley. Vivian, I believe that there is a little bit of news that you have been investigating that you'd like to report. Vivian?
Yes. Following the events of tonight's charity poker game for the Children's History Museum,
which I won.
Here in South Dakota, the elites of the city took to an event where we are now hearing of not only an illicit drug ring, but also the smuggling of exotic animals and the drugs inside. We were able to, through intensive investigative reporting, we're able to find this video, which we will play for you now.
Newsroom cut to B-roll.
And it just... Go for it.
Shaky cam, just like iPhone video. You can barely see anything that's happening because there's like a street light directly behind Kimmy when she's doing this. You mostly see her reflection in the phone through the glass, but you
Mhm.
can like hear the hushed murmurs, and then you just see a dude with his arm straight down the throat of a python.
Listen, if you don't move your hand around inside, it's never gonna come.
And the commentary through the video, oh, it's so gross. Oh no. Oh, Vivian, Vivian, you gotta see this. And it'll cut back to Vivian in the studio.
Truly shocking footage. But it's important to note that this was the perpetrators,
The perpetrators, you got it, yes.
the perpetrators of this crime are none other than local community favorite Tropical Jim and
Austin Whitemore.
Austin Whitemore.
You got it. You're doing great.
They have been they've been participating in these illegal activities for an extended period of time. There are some reports that perhaps they are continuing to smuggle illegal items in through the new exhibit at the Hoover Museum as well.
Crushing it, nailing it.
Yes, I personally witnessed an exchange, and Chuck, I do believe you also saw an exchange of illicit materials at tonight's event, did you not?
I did. There was an exchange of goods and services for other goods and services, witnessed by myself and a number of other members of the party. It is a situation that Vivian and I did not enter into lightly.
Truly shocking.
It was a harrowing experience for the two of us to go into the lion's den, as it were, and face down the tiger of the drug cartel, eye to eye. Vivian?
Thank you, Chuck. We are sure that now that we have reported this news, that further details will be revealed over the next coming days. So please stay tuned to News Channel 6 as we report facts and only the facts. Chuck, would you mind taking us out?
Absolutely. Please make sure to tune in tomorrow, where as tornado season approaches, thousands of gun owners are planning to shoot down any approaching weather formations. Interesting and harrowing news there. For Action News 6, I am Chuck Tanner.
I'm Vivian Bentley.
And we will see you tomorrow. Good night.
And we're out. Fantastic, you guys. Wow, what a time to just be right in the action there. That was amazing.
We did it. We did it, Chuck. We reported the news.
Listen, Vivian, you did it. You reported the news. I just sat here.
No, Chuck. I couldn't have done it without you. You were the one who saw, you put together that Tropical Jim was a part of the entire operation.
I can't take any credit, but thank you.
Well, thank you, I guess. So do the police, will they be coming to us for statements, or how does that work exactly?
I do not. The Roll20 is possessed. What is going on right now?
I'm having fun with it. I'm sorry.
Okay. There's dice moving all over the place. Well, Vivian, if things are as you think they are, I'm sure the police will be in contact with you shortly.
All right. Hopefully we can get this all behind us soon.
Hopefully. I'm going to call scene on my own scene
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That tracks.
and allow Kimmy to bring us home with the last scene of Act 2.
Oh my god.
Remember we could wrap things up in the aftermath too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I think this is like immediately after the broadcast has happened. And Kimmy's still just kind of like on an adrenaline rush for what just happened. Chuck and Vivian are still like coming off of the stage. And she'll kind of rush up to both of them, but still cautious of the 6-foot distance between her and Chuck. And she'll just say, "Guys, that was really something. I'm really proud of the both of you, but Vivian, I'm especially proud of you for what you've done. I thought maybe since we've all kind of been working together tonight, if we all wanted to like go to a diner or something and get some late night grub to kind of you know uh, come off of this a little bit."
Is it the same diner that we went to after the Christmas party?
It is, yeah.
I don't really remember a whole lot about I remember the food was really good, and then everything after that's a little blurry, but I do remember that the food was really good. So yeah, I would love that actually.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's my favorite place to go in town. They have a really good breakfast spread and have like gourmet French toast. I think you would jive well with that, Chuck. I think you would like it.
I prefer the waffle to French toast, but I'll give it a try because you said something.
They have really good waffles too. They have a specialty bacon waffle if that's your thing.
I do enjoy bacon.
Make our way over to the diner, fairly quiet in the car, but Kimmy's still kind of riding that high still, and we'll pull into the parking lot, enter the diner, and just kind of sit down. So, what do we do now? Do we just go for the next story, keep going? Do we continue investigating this one? What's the next move?
Well, I do think we'll need to. There's some loose ends with this one. We'll need to figure out how deep this really goes. I mean, two people of their caliber here. Surely this is not the bottom.
Right. It's gotta lead somewhere. Maybe as far as Sioux Falls. Maybe as close as I don't even know where else could it go. This is something so outside the norm for Vermilion.
I've certainly never seen anything like it in my career, but I'm grateful that you both believed in me and in the story that needed to be broke to the public. We needed to know about these heinous crimes.
Vivian, remind
Think
me.
of the children.
Remind me how long your career has been up to now.
Well, I started where Kimmy started. It's been about 8 years now.
8 years. 8 years from intern schlepping coffee as a pretend assistant to an anchor to full-fledged co-anchor.
Well, it might have gone. It took a little bit longer than it probably should have, given my focus on other things.
No, don't sell yourself short. 8 years is a fast track for somebody in this career. You could have been a weather person. I mean,
I really could have. It's just a lot of reading required.
it's true. It's true.
All the fronts and
Yeah.
different cloud types and storm names.
Hey, listen, I'm Vivian. I'm proud. I'm proud that you got this lead. I'm proud that you tracked it down. I'm proud that you broke it on live air during prime time, cutting in. It's a big
Well,
accomplishment.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of feels a little surreal, actually. I did just report prime time on our network.
And
Oh God.
hey, Kimmy,
Mhm.
you handled everything behind the scenes perfectly.
Well, it's only from the experience of being here for as long as I have and working under you guys. It's been nice. Um, I, I like to celebrate by getting a milkshake from here. They have a really good s'mores milkshake. Vivian, I would highly recommend that one.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I
Nope.
love s'mores.
Nope.
I do too.
Like the chocolate's still a little bit firm, but you know
Mhm.
it's nice enough that you can get it where it needs to go with the marshmallows and gets into all the crevices, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like that. Did we get that when we came here after the party?
We did. We did actually.
Did we?
Yeah, it was like a celebration of the two of us hanging out for real for the first time.
Mm. Well, I I really wish I remember. I mean, there's things I think I remember, uh, but I don't know. I'm really glad. We'll have to come here more often.
Smash cut to some time ago, undetermined. Chuck at a function, at a house, opening a door, and going, "Oh, sorry," closing the door.
Well, uh, shall we order or?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get that breakfast spread and that milkshake. Sounds great.
I'll have what she's having.
Is that scene?
I feel like the when Harry met Sally quote is definitely seen for that.
It's very good.
Yeah. Good lord. All
Very
right.
good.
So based on the outcomes of all of our scenes, we have determined how things end up for our characters. One by one, we're going to take a turn to return a dice to the center of our virtual tabletop and explain one beat at a time things that happen in the epilogue of our story, News Channel 6, starting with the person we started with, Vivian Bentley. What happens after the diner scene?
Vivian, they have their food or whatever. She drives them to their respective vehicles and gets in her own and drives home to her apartment, where her bird, her cockatiel, is sitting in its cage waiting for her. And she comes in and kicks off her not designer shoes and takes off her blazer. And lays it down on the back of her couch and just kind of stares out the window that actually just faces a brick wall. It's not the nicest apartment, but it was close to a coffee shop that she liked, and it allowed her to have her bird. So she went with it. And as she stands there, she kind of feels a sense of accomplishment at, finally doing something that she thinks matters. And as she goes to climb into bed, she kind of replays the events of the evening, thinking through, all of the things that happened and how Kimmy was there for all of it. And there was that s'mores, and I do remember that. But then I also remember leaving. Wait a minute. And that's her scene.
So this is a little bit of a flashback for Chuck. This die. This is probably about 2 weeks ago, where the CEO and president of the company both bring Chuck into the executive offices, sit him down, and tell him that, you know what, you were great in the Chicago market, and so we took a chance on you here in South Dakota, but it really doesn't seem like the kind of big city vibe that you bring is really meshing with our viewers. And we took a chance. I'm sorry to say this, but I think we're gonna. I don't think it's working out for us, and I think we're gonna part ways. So Chuck has been laid off essentially 2 weeks ago before this all happened.
Oh man. I think this is Kimmy also having a similar realization, as that night was so fuzzy, hard to recall. But as she arrives back home after the excitement of the evening, um, she'll like go under a bathroom to, go like brush her teeth, and then recognize that the top that she got, she really didn't get it from Ross, and that that stain that Vivian mentioned is, she'd seen that on a similar shirt of Vivian's, and she'll kind of go to like pick it up and immediately drop it and go, "Oh my god." Oh my god, why can't I remember anything? That's it.
That's very good. The next morning, Vivian wakes up and she gets ready, like any other day, to head into the office and start getting prepped for the show, to report the news, making sure that she's at least listening to the news stories that are coming in, because she can't read them. And as she heads out to her car to drive in, a few officers approach her, asking that she please come to the station with them because they have some questions. She, confused but excitedly, goes with them because she believes that she is going to be able to give them the information they need to bring this crime ring to its knees. But the questions that they ask are a little bit more along the lines of, how did you get this information, and were you harassing people, and how did you uh, the questions seem more targeted on her activities than the perceived perpetrators. And Vivian starts to think, uh-oh, this isn't great.
Hey, this die here. It's another negative one. One of the first broadcasts that Vivian partakes in, Chuck finishes up by saying, and tomorrow, a local man gets tired of waiting at the hospital, steals an ambulance, and drives home. I am Chuck Tanner.
And I'm Vivian Bentley.
And that has been Action 6 News. Good evening. And there's a look that Chuck gives to Vivian, which Vivian does not notice, where he kind of like becomes slightly enamored with like the young ingenue news reporter. And later on that evening is their Christmas party, when he decides, I'm going to go and have a talk with her and see what kind of a person Vivian is. And as he goes to find her, because she kind of wandered off, he goes into her room and notices Vivian and Kimmy together and says, sorry, and closes the door.
This is very good. I'm gonna say this is immediately after Kimmy is stopped by the officers as she's attempting to get into the news station. As they pull away, Kimmy will pull up in her vehicle, notice that Vivian's car isn't there yet, but she'll head into Vivian's green room, and she's brought a little vase with a flower in it, and a nice little card that she leaves there, fairly anonymous, but she hopes that Vivian will understand who it's from, as well as the folded and steamed pressed shirt that she had accidentally borrowed from Vivian, sitting on her chair, and she'll kind of just go wait at her post and just keep waiting, and does not see Vivian return.
We flash forward a couple of months. Vivian is sitting in a completely different apartment, surrounded by boxes, her eyes just red and swollen from tears that seem like they'll never end. On the TV in front of her, she is once again watching the now viral clip of her nuking her reporter career. On in her mind, she replays the conversation with executives where they just chewed her right the fuck out, and she like fully understands that her dream of being a news anchor and important in big city markets is completely ruined, and she has no one to blame but herself. And she sits alone in this crappy little apartment that she's had to move to, just completely devastated at the loss of her dreams.
Hey, this one here, in a continuation of his, minor crush on his new coworker, he notices that Vivian and Kimmy have this idea that they seem really, really, like, gung-ho about. And it's about bringing on a new semi-local talent named Tropical Jim. And, they're talking about how it would be great for ratings, how, they see the morning shows do it all the time. And so Chuck decides to get behind it fully and support their efforts in the executive room whenever they're pitching ideas. And so the segment comes forward, and the next thing you know, Chuck is in the emergency room, losing a lot of blood from a large gash in his arm and torso, both from an alligator bite.
Good God. This. Huh.
Last one.
I think. Yeah, last one around, right? Well, this is the last one for this one. Yeah. So at this point, it's been made known that Vivian is no longer with the station, and
or any station.
Yeah, or any station. But Kimmy's still holding out hope, so she'll have retrieved the gifts that she left in Vivian's green room, and painstakingly asked the executives multiple times over, like, okay, so where does she live? Where did she move to? I have something that I need to give her, and she'll just endlessly keep asking, where did Vivian go? I have something I need to give her.
Vivian is sitting at her table. She's trying to work through the book that she has begun to learn to read. It turns out reading is an essential skill when re-entering the workforce, and not being able to fly on the coattails of your previous experience, because the previous experience you had destroyed your career. So she, hand in hand, is trying to read through a textbook about private investigators, trying to lean into that passion a little bit, but really just a bit of a struggle bus. She spent most of her time alone, just kind of secluding herself off from the world, not wanting to be reminded of the sheer embarrassment and horrific nature that was her horrible, horrible, horrible career death. And there is a quiet knock on the door. And that's her scene.
So back into real time, after kind of trying to set up Vivian and Kimmy to have a career after Chuck was let go for those 2 weeks. Everything kind of crumbles down around the two of them, and the studio executives pull Chuck back into the office and say, you know, we had a hunch that Vivian was right for this market. Things did not end up working out the way that we had hoped it would. And one of the people in the room is kind of like looking down just straight at the desk, like clearly it was this guy's idea, but nobody else was down with it, and he convinced them, and now everyone else has proved him wrong, and so he's just kind of eating crow. And the studio executives ask Chuck to come back on as a solo anchor to resume his position at the anchor desk with Action News 6. And he lives on pretty much holding the desk until the ripe old age of retirement at 67 years old. That, what is that, 32 more years? What did I say? He was late 30s?
Yeah.
30, 31, 32 more years.
Shit. Vivian hears a soft knock at her door. And in her just continued downward spiral, she just thinks it's the worst, but she'll go and open the door. And it's Kimmy standing there with the vase face. A dried up flower at this point. She hasn't bought a new one. It's the same one. And holding a little card, and then she's got her shirt draped over her. So I couldn't find you until just now, but this is, sorry, it's dead, but it's for you. And this is a note card that I got you. It's just a bunch of pictures though. I hope it makes sense. And here's your shirt back. Do you want to like start over?
Vivian puts her hand out. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's going to do it for Smash Cut News Channel 6.
We need it.
We need it. You know, I kind of want to talk about this episode for a little bit, because like I think we all kind of had our ideas of what it would be going into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think we all had some new ideas as the kind of setup evolved for how we wanted it to go. And then literally the show went in 6 different directions, none of which we planned for.
No.
And even though we hit like at least 2, if I'm remembering correctly, 2 kind of like not writer's block, but kind of like roadblocks, you know what I mean? We still ended up telling a story.
We did. I think we did a pretty decent job.
Yeah.
Like I think I definitely, there was a couple parts where it was like, uh-oh, where are we going?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah. Like there were definitely moments when I didn't know where to take the narrative. And we had talked about this kind of behind the scenes for Morningstar too, about the whole like bouncing a basketball and like seeing someone else pick it up. And I feel like we were bouncing the basketball back and forth, but it was like, what game are we playing? I don't know. I'm just going to keep bouncing the basketball.
Is this Foursquare? Are we shooting horse? What are we doing here, man?
Right.
Yeah.
But I think we were very much able to like find a narrative. It through the whole thing.
Well, and that made somewhat made sense. I mean, there's still some smash cut unexplainableness. Like, you know what I mean?
It's
like
the smash cut.
Yeah, it's also worth noting that we didn't really smash cut that much in this episode.
No, we didn't. And I think as I meant to bring it up in break, I think that would have like helped us a ton because
Mhm.
we were trying to establish things as we were going.
Yeah.
We didn't use the power of smash cutting to
Yeah.
like give us tools going back.
Yeah.
But I think it was because we were like in the moment trying to figure out what the
Yeah.
fuck was happening in the moment.
Yeah, you know, it kind of speaks a little bit to, and the reason that I wanted to kind of bring this up live, like at the end of our kind of recap session, is I had thought about trying to do a version of Smash Cut that crosses into long form serious improv, and try to use the same kind of audience response like prompts to feed into like established like long form improv systems, and to try to do that as a show. And I feel like we almost did that with this.
100% you could. 100% you could do a more serious
Because I feel
tone.
Yeah, because I feel like our tone normally for Smash Cut is like borderline gonzo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the hijinks, hijinks.
And this one we kept gravitating towards, no, we're a news organization looking at a thing. Like, even though the thing didn't really exist.
And didn't make sense and
Right.
all of the things.
Yeah, but there was still that kind of pull towards a more serious narrative that I don't think any of us were able to resist
No.
in any of our scenes.
No.
So, I don't know. Go ahead. Sorry.
I completely agree. Like it's the smash cut, in my experience, has always been just kind of like lean into the weird, like
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong. Again, there was weird here, but it was legitimately like I was like I can have Vivian go in and like to the scene and like have her be ridiculous or whatever, and like, but like she really thinks that she found a story.
Right.
She really wants to fucking break this news story. Like.
Yeah. I mean, there were moments when I was trying to like be like, Chuck walks into the place with his pants around his ankles, like that's
Sure.
gonzo, but like it didn't
Sure.
pull us out of
Mm-mm.
the seriousness of the narrative, which I actually think speaks to, I don't know, the potential for this format to go in that direction, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah,
It's
man.
super cool. I completely agree. But I do have to say, God damn you, Saint, this just pull harder. Wrecked me.
Well, I mean,
me.
like,
So
why would
good.
the two of them be in the room together?
Because the snake ate Charles.
Right, but like clearly there's an animal element to it, and I was thinking that he was smuggling in the drugs from the animals, and you went with the dog accidentally got swallowed.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, it makes sense as a narrative.
Right.
So why not try to throw it against the wall and see how crazy we can make that moment?
Right. Yep.
It was
No,
fun.
I thought it was great.
I'm glad I finally broke at least one of you.
It was me. It was super duper me.
Anyway, so thank you guys for all hanging out. Thank you guys for watching Smash Cut News Channel 6. Let's go around the horn again. We hope you enjoyed it. Let's go around the horn again. Introduce ourselves, who we played, for those of you who tuned in late. And then also, if you got anything coming up, you're more than welcome to pitch it. Starting with Ash and Rabbit.
Hi, I am Ash or Ash and Rabbit here on the Twitch or over on the Twitter. You can almost exclusively find me here on Nat20 doing everything, basically. Sundays for Morningstar and Company Incorporated, where it's now like pretty much just all cool homebrew stuff that Saint's running us through. We're in the abyss. It's insane. More Smash Cuts for whenever that happens, probably sometime next month. Every other Thursday for Roundhouse Godswallow. And then next Wednesday for Beyond the Tides, a like new thing on here where it's in Wild Mountain. I'm DMing it this time, so it's fun. Come check that out. Sarah, it's your turn.
Hello, I'm Osirix Franco, and you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Osirix Franco. Smash Cut is one of my favorite things in the whole world to do, so I want to do more, please, more, please. As for what I have coming up, you can check me out over at TBK Roleplay on Saturday, this Saturday, for the next session of the Bard's Refrain, which is the campaign that I GM. Seeing is one of my players. It's fantastic. Come check us out. I'm also in Morningstar, and I love it, and it's very fun. I have so many questions. Beyond the Tides here at Nat 20 as well next Wednesday. And then we also have next Tuesday, I'm at TBK Roleplay in the Harpers. And next Thursday, I'm also again at TBK in Roundhouse Whitebridge, which is a Monster of the Week campaign that is offset by a Monster of the Week campaign here on Nat 20. So bi-weekly every other Thursday. I am in both casts. So if you like my face, you can check it out on Thursdays. Other than that, that's pretty much all I have. Over to you, Saint.
Hi, I'm DMF Saint on Twitch and Twitter. I am a variety streamer, and I stream crazy shit over on my channel. But the most consistent things I do are I do a community happy hour every Friday night where we hang out and play Jackbox games and just kind of come together in isolation to celebrate friendship and community. And then Saturdays at 4 p.m. I do a beverage educational broadcast on my channel called Drink or Be Gone, where I teach you guys about cocktails, about mixology, and about spirits, beer, wine, liquor, all that fun stuff. So that's we took a couple weeks off. We're gonna come back again this week. I think with beer and wine, I'm gonna decide tomorrow. Everybody else pitched everything else on this channel for Nat 20, so I'll just say please follow all of us on social media at Nat20Tabletop across all socials. And then tomorrow night on my channel, I will be streaming with Tyrant and Turk. We haven't exactly figured out what we're going to do yet. So I'll see you then, I guess. On behalf of everybody here at Nat 20 and the players and everybody that's on the screen right now, I'd like to say thank you again for your support, and we look forward to seeing you again very soon. Take care. I will see you all soon. Bye.
Great joke.